Bleach, Ichigo Kurosaki is introduced as a seemingly ordinary character. But the deeper we look, the more we realize he is built on a continuous internal conflict between protection and understanding. Ichigo is not a protagonist driven by a grand ambition or a clear dream. Instead, he is guided by a direct and simple motive: protecting those around him. This simplicity is both the source of his strength and his limitation. Ichigo does not fight for power, nor does he seek to change the world. Rather, he is constantly placed in situations that force him to fight. This creates a different type of protagonist, one who reacts to events rather than fully driving them. As this pattern repeats, his role becomes that of a center around which events unfold, instead of someone who actively shapes them. His journey, therefore, feels less like the pursuit of a goal and more like an ongoing attempt to keep up with everything happening around him. One of the most important aspects of his character is his relationship with power. Ichigo possesses an unnatural combination of abilities: Shinigami, Hollow, and Quincy. However, this multiplicity does not mean he fully understands himself. In fact, it does the opposite. Each new power adds another layer of complexity to his identity. His strength is not merely a combat tool, but a direct reflection of his internal struggle. Every time he comes closer to understanding one part of himself, another part emerges to complicate the picture even further. This makes his journey feel more like a process of self-discovery than a simple progression of power. Ichigo's internal conflict is most clearly expressed through his confrontation with his hollow side. This side is not just a dark power, it represents his fear, anger, and instability. His initial rejection of it reflects his fear of losing control, while his later acceptance symbolizes growth and maturity, the ability to coexist with the different parts of himself. At this point, the conflict shifts from an external battle to a deeply psychological one. His relationships with other characters play a crucial role in shaping him. Rukia Kuchiki serves as the starting point, not only by giving him power, but by pushing him to take on responsibility he was not prepared for. Kisuke Urahara represents the mysterious force that guides him without revealing all the answers, while Sosuke Aizen embodies the idea that Ichigo has always been part of a much larger plan than he realizes. These relationships constantly place him between choice and direction. Despite everything, Ichigo remains a deeply human character. He gets angry, hesitates, and fears losing the people he cares about. These emotions make him relatable, but they also limit his perspective. The world for him is not something to change, but something to keep safe for those close to him. In the end, Ichigo Kurosaki is neither a traditional hero nor a symbol of a grand ideology like freedom or justice. Instead, he represents something much simpler: an ordinary person placed in extraordinary circumstances, trying to hold himself together through it all. His true strength lies not only in his powers, but in his persistence despite the lack of a clear path. And the question that remains is, would Ichigo have become stronger if he had a clear goal? Or is it precisely the uncertainty of his path that shaped who he is?
If you like this type of analysis, don't forget to like and subscribe.